Welcome back to Studio 90. We're now joined live from Örebro, Sweden by U.S. midfielder Alejandro Bedoya. Alejandro, welcome to Studio 90.
Thank you for having me.
Alejandro, you're 1 week away from completing the second season. This year you've started almost every league game for the club. Clearly it's been a good transition year for you.
Yeah, I would say it has. After my first year, it's kind of, a development year. Try to get acclimated to the league, the country and everything. So took a little bit of adjustment. But the second year I took that extra step and became a full-time starter. And, being called into the national team and stuff has helped me a great deal, with confidence and motivation and stuff. And I've been able to, enjoy a pretty good season along with my teammates and my team. And we've, had a strong season so far. And it's been nice to be a part of this team.
You mentioned now being a full-time starter for Örebro and also your experience with the national team. How have you grown as a player in 2010?
Yeah, I would say, I would just compare my 2 years here so far. My first year was more of a getting used to my teammates, the style of play, the tactical part of the game, and just the Swedish league in general. But then after getting called into January camp and being with the national team and being a full-time starter now, I've learned a lot. I've developed a lot, and I've been able to get that confidence that in my first year I didn't really have in terms of taking guys one-on-one or just more confidence on the ball and stuff. But it's been a great progress so far, and it's gone very well for me so far.
Making the jump to a new league and a new culture isn't always easy, particularly for players in the beginning of their careers. How has playing in Sweden helped develop you as a young professional?
I think the fact that it's made me a better person. First of all, being over here, it's not so easy. You get homesick, especially when I first came here. I came in the wintertime, and there's not much sunlight that you see. So just growing up, maturing a lot, and trying to make friends and just getting used to my teammates. We have a really close group of guys in the team, so I think that helped me a lot. And as I grew into the team, it just made me feel more confident. And the soccer part, once you become good enough, you just develop more and more. And I was able to grasp the game and the technical and tactical part of the Swedish league. So it's helped me a lot as a player.
Not only was it a big year for you with Örebro, but also with the national team, getting in your first January camp, your first cap, and then ultimately being named to the preliminary roster for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. What have you taken away from the experience?
Yeah, that's exactly what you just said, experience. I mean, with experience, you grow more in confidence and, you become more motivated. That was a thing that, if looking back on it, who would ever thought that, my first year out of college, I would be part of the national team system and already part of, a World Cup, a possible World Cup. And also just, that experience just helped me get motivated for the future. Obviously I want to be a part of this national team for the years to come, and hopefully, it gives me a good future in the long run.
Örebro is poised to finish in third place this season in the Swedish league, meaning a spot in Europa League qualifying for the first time since 1994. What have been the keys to the success for the club this year?
Yeah, well, I think it started with last season. Last season, I think, we had a good team. We did some good things, but I think we were a little bit inconsistent. But, this offseason, we all held our heads up high, and we knew we were bringing back the core of the team from last season. And we knew what we were capable of. And, we set the bar very high. We said we wanted to finish top 5 as our goals. But I think that was just a goal for kind of the media. But inside the team, I think we already had the goals that we can win the league, actually. We all thought about that. So just coming into this season, we knew what we were capable of. And it was just to play, day in and day out as hard as possible. And, even so, looking back on this season so far, I mean, there's one game left. So looking back, we lost some games that I think if we were a little bit stronger, we should have won. And we could have been right there in the battle for, first place to win the league. But obviously, we'll take it that we're in third and we clinched that Europa League spot. Like you said, it's been since '94, so it's like making club history. And, the talk around the town is, that we've achieved something that no other team has before in this club, and that is, play very attractive soccer and finish as high up in the table.
A lot of soccer and a lot of travel for you in 2010. What's next for you after your last league game on November 7th?
Yeah, what's next for me is maybe if I could call into South Africa, well, I'll be going there after the season. But if not, I'll go home and just take a rest and think about the future. I have 1 year left on my contract with Örebro, and you try to fulfill that, but you also want to move abroad. I came here with the goal of moving to a bigger league, bigger club. So whenever that happens, I'm not sure, but I hope I think I'm definitely ready for that challenge and that next step. So, but we gotta wait to see what happens.
Alejandro, congratulations on a great season with Örebro, and we look forward to seeing you again soon with the national team.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you for having me.
You can see the U.S. men's national team play their final match of 2010 on November 17th against South Africa. Kickoff for the Nelson Mandela Challenge at Greenpoint Stadium in Cape Town is set for 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow the action live on ESPN2 and Galavision.